Why was rock and roll such a revolution for 50s babies? Imagine a time when music was more than just sound, when it became a symbol of change and a voice for a new generation. That's what happened in the 1950s when rock and roll burst onto the scene. For those who grew up during this era, it was a moment that transformed everything they knew about music, culture, and identity. This wasn't just about catchy tunes. It was about breaking rules and making statements. Rock and roll combined rhythms from African American communities like rhythm and blues and gospel with country and western swing. The result was a lively, energetic sound that was loud, rebellious, and impossible to ignore. The electric guitar with its sharp riffs became a symbol of this new style, and the driving backbeat made everyone want to dance. Teenagers loved it because it felt fresh and exciting, unlike the smooth, polished pop music their parents listened to. It was loud, wild, and full of attitude. The rise of rock and roll coincided with a time when America was changing fast. After World War II, the economy boomed and suburbs expanded. Many adults wanted stability and tradition, but teenagers wanted to stand out and express themselves. Rock and roll gave them a soundtrack for rebellion. Artists like Elvis Presley, Chuck Berry, Little Richard, and Buddy Holly became heroes. Their performances on television and radio electrified audiences. Elvis's hip-shaking moves shocked many adults but made teenagers feel powerful and free. These performers didn't just sing, they created a new style of showmanship that was raw and full of energy. Rock and roll also helped break down racial barriers. It had roots in African American music but was embraced by both black and white teenagers. This crossover was revolutionary because it challenged segregation and showed that music could unite people. The influence of rock and roll went beyond just listening. It inspired new dances like the twist and the jitterbug, which became staples at parties. Fashion also changed with leather jackets, poodle skirts, and blue jeans becoming symbols of youth identity. Wearing these styles was a way for teenagers to show they belonged to this exciting new movement. Many parents and authority figures disapproved of rock and roll, calling it immoral or dangerous. Some radio stations and schools banned it, but that only made teenagers want it more. They saw it as a way to push back against rules and express their independence. By the end of the 1950s, rock and roll had become the sound of youth in America. It set the stage for the social and musical changes of the 60s and beyond. For those who lived through it, the music was more than just entertainment. It was a symbol of freedom, individuality, and a time when everything felt possible. Looking back, many baby boomers remember rock and roll as the soundtrack of their youth, an era when they first felt truly free to be themselves.